Ladies, let me tell you something about men, and I mean real men. We love attention, we love respect, and we love to feel needed. But there's one thing we don't like: being claimed before we've earned that claim. You see too many women out here say, "That's my man," before the man has even said, "That's my woman." Now, don't get me wrong, confidence is attractive, but possession too early. That scares a man away faster than you can imagine. When you start calling him my man, before he's committed, he feels trapped. He starts thinking, wait, did I sign up for this already? Men are hunters by nature, not hostages. You gotta let him chase you, not cage him. Ladies, let me tell you something powerful about men that most women overlook. A real man, the kind who values loyalty and effort, doesn't want to feel claimed before he's ready to commit. See, when you start calling a guy my man, before he's earned that place, it doesn't make him stay. It makes him pull away. Men are wired to chase, to pursue, to win. But when you give them the reward before the game even begins, you remove the thrill of earning you. It's not about playing games. It's about understanding value. You are a woman of worth, and worth demands patience. When you rush to label him, what you're really doing is signaling that you're afraid to lose him. But a man can sense that fear, and once he feels you're afraid to lose him, he knows you're already caught. And when a man stops feeling the need to impress you, he stops trying. That's why you need to stop saying, "my man," too early. Let him prove that he deserves that title. Let him show through his consistency, his respect, and his effort that he's not just another guy passing through your life. When you say, "my man," it sounds like a statement of ownership. But instead of showing confidence, it shows attachment. You don't have to attach yourself to him. Let him attach himself to you. That's how attraction grows. A man is drawn to the woman who makes him feel like he's winning something rare, something not every man gets to have. So instead of saying, "my man," try saying, "the man I'm getting to know," or "he's showing me who he really is." Those words tell him that you're observing, evaluating, that you're not in a rush to give away your heart. And let me tell you, when a man realizes you're not chasing him, when he sees that you're not easily impressed, he starts chasing you harder. He starts thinking about how to lock you down before someone else does. He begins to compete for your attention. Because men, deep down, are competitive by nature. They want to win. They want to be chosen, but they want to earn that choice. If you make it too easy, he loses interest. But if you make it meaningful, he steps up. The woman who makes a man want her badly is the one who doesn't hand out titles or promises too soon. She stands tall in her worth. She knows that being with her is a privilege, not an entitlement. That kind of energy drives a man wild. It makes him think about her at night. It makes him want to prove himself to her during the day. It makes him ask, what do I have to do to keep this woman in my life? That's when you win, not by claiming him, but by letting him claim you because he wants to. When you stop saying, "my man," you allow him to feel the responsibility of stepping up. You let him see that your world doesn't revolve around him, and that's what makes him want to be a bigger part of it. A confident woman who knows her value doesn't chase commitment. It comes to her naturally. She doesn't need to announce who her man is. The man announces her. He tells people, "that's my woman." He feels proud to do it because he earned that right. The words you speak shape how a man sees you. If you talk like you've already given him everything, he won't feel the need to give you more. But if your words carry standards and calm confidence, he will rise to meet them. So stop saying, "my man." Start speaking like a woman who knows she's worth the effort. Because once a man feels that, he won't just want you. He'll fight to keep you. When you call a man, "my man," too soon, you send a message that you've already made up your mind about him, even before he's shown you who he truly is. It's like handing over a trophy at the start of the race instead of at the finish line. Men don't value what's given easily. They value what they have to earn. When a man knows he has to work for something, he respects it more, he invests more, and he commits harder. But if you start calling him my man before he's earned that position in your life, he feels less urgency to pursue you. He feels like the challenge is over before it's even begun. You have to understand how men think. A man's pride is tied to his ability to win, to conquer, to prove himself. It's not about ego. It's about instinct. When you let him believe he's already yours, he no longer feels the need to put in effort. He stops doing the little things that attracted you in the first place. He becomes comfortable, lazy, even distant. That's why you must never rush into claiming someone before he's shown you that he's deserving of that place in your heart. You want to give him the space to choose you, not to feel chosen before he's ready. Instead of saying, my man, say things that reflect your standards and confidence. Say, he's a man who's trying to show me he's serious. Say, he's the man I'm getting to know. Those words create curiosity and balance. They show you're interested, but not desperate. You're open, but not attached. A woman who speaks like that holds power, and men can feel it. When you talk this way, you're setting boundaries without even needing to explain them. You're telling him, I don't belong to you yet. You have to earn that right, and that energy makes him want to step up. See, men fall for women who respect themselves. The woman who knows she's the prize doesn't chase love. She attracts it. She doesn't use titles to feel secure. She lets her energy do the talking. When you stop saying, my man, you remind yourself that you are whole on your own. You don't need a label to feel valuable. You let the relationship unfold naturally, and you let the man reveal his intentions through his actions, not his words. When a man realizes he's dealing with a woman who doesn't rush, he starts thinking differently. He becomes more intentional. He starts wondering, what do I have to do to prove myself to her? That's when the dynamic shifts. Now he's chasing you. Now he's thinking about you when you're not around. Now he's trying to earn the right to call you his. That's the energy that makes a man want you badly. Not attachment, but mystery. Every time you say, my man, before it's true, you hand him power. But when you hold back, when you allow things to unfold, you keep that power where it belongs with you. A confident woman doesn't need to rush labels. She lets consistency decide what's real. When the right man sees that kind of woman, he feels inspired. He doesn't want to lose her. He starts claiming her proudly because she never tried to claim him first. So instead of saying, my man, speak from a place of calm assurance. Let your words reflect your worth. Let your energy show that you're not waiting to be chosen. You're observing who deserves to stand beside you. That's when the tables turn. That's when he looks at you and says, I can't let this woman go. That's the power of patience, the power of knowing your value, and the secret to making a man truly want you bad. When you stop saying, my man, you take back a kind of quiet power that most women don't even realize they've given away. Too often, women think claiming a man early means showing confidence or love, but in reality, it can come across as insecurity or fear of losing him. The truth is, when you tell the world, my man, before he's claimed you, you're giving him a title he hasn't earned yet. And when something comes too easily, it loses its value. A man doesn't appreciate what's handed to him. He appreciates what he's had to work for. That's why the woman who knows how to wait, observe, and allow him to prove himself always stands out. A man needs to feel that he's chosen you, that he's won you, that he's earned a special place in your life. When he feels that way, he takes pride in it. He protects it. But when you start calling him my man, before he's proven that kind of loyalty, he starts to feel ownership without responsibility. He'll enjoy the benefits of your affection without the commitment that should come with it. That's why it's better to say, how's the man I'm getting to know? Or how's someone showing me what kind of person he can be? It's subtle, but it changes everything. It tells him I'm not giving you a title. You have to show me you deserve it. That language shifts the energy in the relationship. It puts the responsibility on him to show up, to keep showing consistency, and to put in the effort to win your trust. It keeps your standards high and your emotions grounded. Because a woman who values herself doesn't rush to define a relationship. She allows a man's actions to define it for her. That's the kind of woman who draws real men in. She's calm, confident, and composed. She's not chasing the idea of being someone's woman. She's focused on being the woman worth choosing. When you use that kind of energy, you tap into something magnetic. Men can sense it. A man can feel when a woman is secure within herself, when she's not trying to hold him down, but inviting him to rise up. That kind of woman inspires him. She makes him think, I want to be the one who earns her trust, her time, her heart. And when he finally does, when he feels that he's truly earned her, that bond becomes deeper and stronger because it wasn't built on need. It was built on value. It's not about playing games or pretending to be distant. It's about shifting the dynamic from possession to partnership. A relationship should be two people choosing each other, not one person holding on to the other out of fear. When you stop saying, my man, you're reminding yourself that love should be mutual. You're not waiting for him to validate you. You're watching to see if he can match your energy. Men don't fall in love with a woman who gives everything away too soon. They fall in love with the woman who challenges them to become better, who doesn't hand out commitment without proof, who stands tall in her standards. That woman doesn't say, my man, until he's earned the right to say, my woman. And when that moment comes, it feels real, it feels right, and it lasts. So don't rush to claim anyone. Let your words reflect your strength. Let your silence speak your confidence. Because when a man truly values you, he'll make sure you never have to say, my man, first. He'll do it proudly for you. When a woman says, my man, too soon, she thinks she's expressing affection. But most of the time, she's sending a message that changes the entire dynamic of the relationship. It tells a man, even subconsciously, that he's already won, that there's no more effort required. And when a man stops feeling the need to earn a woman's attention, he stops trying. It's not because he's bad. It's because men are built to pursue. They need to feel like they've accomplished something, that they've achieved a victory. When you hand him that victory, before the game even starts, he loses motivation to continue the chase. You see, attraction is not just about chemistry. It's about energy. A woman who moves too quickly into attachment sends off the energy of fear and need. But a woman who moves with calm confidence sends off the energy of value. When you stop saying, my man, you're not being cold. You're being wise. You're keeping mystery alive. You're allowing him to show you what kind of man he really is. You're not blocking love. You're protecting your heart until you see if his actions deserve your loyalty. A real man wants to earn your trust. He wants to know that when you finally call him, my man, it means something. It means he's proven himself, he's shown consistency, he's kept his word, and he's been there when things weren't easy. That title carries weight, and a strong man appreciates that. But if you hand it over after a few dates or a few sweet words, he doesn't feel the same pride in having it. He feels like it was given, not earned. When you stop claiming him too early, you shift the balance back to your favor. You give yourself time to observe him, to see how he treats you when things aren't perfect, to see how he handles stress, respect, and temptation. That's when you start to really understand what kind of man he is. And during that time, he's also watching you. But the difference is he'll start to realize you're not chasing him. You're evaluating him. That subtle shift makes him step up. He starts calling more, planning more, showing more. Because men invest in what they value, and they value what isn't easily attained. There's something deeply attractive about a woman who doesn't rush into claiming someone. She carries an aura of peace. She's not desperate for titles or labels. because she knows that what's real doesn't need to be forced. Her confidence draws him in naturally. He starts wanting to earn that spot, wanting to be worthy of being called your man. That's when his pride and emotions work together. He wants to win your respect as much as your love. And when that moment finally comes, when he's the one who says, "You're my woman," it hits different because he means it. He's saying it from a place of choice, not pressure. That's when the relationship feels balanced. That's when both hearts meet on equal ground. So the next time you feel the urge to say, "My man," pause for a second and remember this: words hold power. The words you speak tell the world how you see yourself. If you speak like someone who needs validation, you'll always attract men who take advantage of that need. But if you speak like a woman who knows her worth, you'll attract a man who sees it and protects it. Let your actions, your energy, and your standards speak louder than your words. When the time is right, you won't have to claim him. He'll be proud to claim you first. When you stop rushing to call a man my man, you begin to understand something most people never realize. Your value shines brighter when you don't give it away too soon. Every word you speak sets the tone for how people treat you, and that includes the man you're dating. The moment you start saying, "my man," before he's truly committed, you shift the balance. You give him the comfort of being claimed without giving him the responsibility that comes with it. He feels like he's already yours, and when a man feels that too early, the urgency to pursue you begins to fade. Men love the chase, not because they want to play games, but because pursuit gives purpose. It makes them feel like they've earned something valuable. And when something feels earned, they hold it tight. But if you give him that sense of ownership before he's invested effort, time, or consistency, he takes it for granted. It's human nature. People don't cherish what comes without cost. That's why the woman who waits, who lets him earn her heart, ends up being the woman who captures him completely. When you say "my man" too early, you think you're building closeness, but you're actually removing the space he needs to decide for himself. A real man doesn't want to be claimed. He wants to choose. He wants to feel like he made the decision to be with you. That's why it's better to say, "has showing me who he is," or "he's someone I'm getting to know." These words tell a man that he's being evaluated. It tells him he's in the process of earning something valuable, and that energy draws him in deeper. He starts thinking, "I want to be the man who earns her loyalty." That thought alone changes how he treats you. The kind of woman a man can't forget is the one who doesn't rush, who doesn't throw her emotions into the wind and hope he catches them. She's the one who takes her time, who pays attention to how a man moves, who lets him show his intentions through actions, not promises. She knows that love isn't proven by words like "my man." It's proven by consistency, respect, and effort. That's why she holds herself differently. She doesn't need to announce who she's seeing. She lets her peace and confidence speak for her. When you stop saying "my man," you remind yourself that your world doesn't revolve around him. You have your own goals, your own standards, and your own rhythm. You're not waiting for him to complete you. You're seeing if he's worthy of joining your journey. That mindset is powerful. It makes a man feel like he has to rise to your level. He starts paying attention to how he talks to you, how he treats you, how he shows up for you. Because now you're not just another woman trying to claim him. You're a woman he wants to earn. That's what creates real attraction. Not possessiveness, not titles, not early claims. Real attraction comes from respect and mystery. When he can't easily define where he stands, he'll work harder to find out. And when you finally do call him "my man," it will mean something. It will hold weight because now he knows he's earned it. He's proud of it. He'll protect it. So stop giving away the power of your words. Hold it, guard it. Let him prove he's worthy of being called your man, because the right one will want to earn that place. And when he does, He'll make sure everyone knows that you're his woman long before you ever have to say it. When you stop saying, my man, you're not withholding affection. You're setting a standard. There's a quiet confidence in waiting for the right moment to give a man that title. It's not about playing games or being distant. It's about protecting your heart and allowing time to reveal his intentions. A lot of women rush to label a man because they want to feel secure. They think that calling him my man will make the relationship feel real, but in reality, it often does the opposite. It gives him the comfort of belonging without the accountability that comes with commitment. And when comfort comes before commitment, effort fades. Men don't fall in love with words. They fall in love with value. When you call him my man too early, he feels like he already has your loyalty, so he stops trying to earn it. But when you keep your energy soft yet reserved, when you speak like a woman who knows she's worth pursuing, something changes. He feels the need to prove himself. He starts thinking about how to show up for you, how to make you proud to call him yours one day. That's the power of patience. You don't have to announce who he is to you. He'll show the world who you are to him when he's ready. A woman who doesn't rush to claim a man shows emotional strength. She's not afraid of losing him because she knows what she brings to the table. She doesn't need to convince anyone of her worth. She observes, she listens. She watches how a man behaves when things don't go his way. She pays attention to how he treats her when no one's watching. That's how she decides whether he deserves that title or not. And when a man realizes she's that kind of woman, he steps up. He knows he's being evaluated not by what he says, but by what he does. Every man wants to feel like he earned something meaningful. When you stop saying my man and start saying things like, he's the man I'm getting to know, or he's showing me who he is, it creates a healthy tension. It shows interest without dependency. It gives him the sense that you have standards, that your affection isn't automatic. It's a privilege. And a man respects what he earns. He values what challenges him. That's when he starts thinking differently. That's when he starts wanting to be better, do better, and show you that he's serious. The moment a man truly feels like he could lose a woman of value, he starts moving differently. He becomes more intentional, more protective, more committed. Because deep down, men don't want to lose what they had to work hard for. And when you make him work, not through manipulation, but through genuine self-respect, you inspire his best self to come forward. That's the woman he can't stop thinking about. That's the woman who makes him say, she's the one. So when you hold back from saying, my man, you're not playing hard to get. You're allowing the relationship to grow naturally. You're giving him space to make his choice freely. And that's what makes his commitment real. The moment he feels like you're not trying to own him, he'll want to belong to you. That's how masculine energy works. It moves toward what feels earned, not what feels expected. And one day, when he's proven himself through time, consistency, and love, when he's shown you that he's not just interested but invested, that's when the title, my man, will carry meaning. It won't be just words, it will be truth. Because you didn't hand it out easily. You made him earn it. And that's why he'll never stop cherishing it.